Pleasure to have everybody out. You know, welcome to episode 2 of Inside the Game with Alan Sims. If y'all don't know me by Will, you know. So today we're gonna talk about a little bit of what's going on in this draft class that's coming up today. Um, you know, I'm been looking at a lot of players in this upcoming combine, and I'm really liking what Amani Bates is doing right now. His structure of the game and more right now is very smooth. Um, I'm messing with a lot of Michi Johnson. He was doing good out in the G League. I like what he was doing too. Um, but this upcoming year, I'm very surprised on who's going to be the top dog. You think we can get UConn back in it? I don't know who we gonna get this year, but I think I'm gonna go with my guy DB up at Old State though, man. I'm gonna go with him this year. I think Old State gonna have a great year. They had a lot of grad transfers coming in and out right now, and it's looking very promising. You know, I think I just seen Providence, University of Providence, man, out with D Fig. Matter of fact, D Fig had an open run out in Rhode Island, and he was doing some things. I like the way Providence was looking just on the structure of keeping a team together during the summer. You know, it's going to be very exciting for what's coming up this upcoming year. Um, I like to see a lot of guys that's transferring in and out right now. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, man. Second episode. We going live. Anybody want to join live today? I don't have a special guest. It's kind of last minute. See if we can get somebody in here that we can have a promising talk with. Maybe Coach Zyreek. Coach Zyreek, you wanna join in for the talk today? I need a host for today. You wanna join in? There we go. I think you got to resend it for me. You in there?
Al, what's up, man?
What's going on, Coach? What you got going, man?
Man, chilling, man, bro. I'm proud of everything you're doing, bro. I'll be following you, man. I'm proud of everything you're doing, bro. I pay attention, man.
I appreciate it, my brother.
What's going on with you, though, man?
Nothing
You
really.
process of hooping, trying to go pro and all that. So, what's going on? How that process been?
It's been a little steep so far, man. I've been trying to get in the NBA combine and stuff. I ain't get invited or nothing, but right now I'm working on some overseas teams at the moment. Try to get in the G League at the end of the year too, this coming year. So that's some little promising things that I got going on at the moment.
Where your head been at since you didn't get invited? Like, what's, what I'm saying? Like, you in a good spot mentally, or like, well, like I know you a solid dude with the mind, so I ain't really too much worried about it. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of advice would you give kids, you know what I'm saying, that want to get on? And, you know what I'm saying, don't always get invited, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of adversity here.
Right. What I say first, always make sure you got the right agent with you for to start off with the combine. You know, what they say to you is really what you got to go with. You know, on top of that, like the mindset of not getting invited, it's just like if you don't get a scholarship, to the school that you want to go to, you got to keep grinding and keep working to get to that level. Even though it's so hard to get there with that percentage tile, it's going to still work out at the end of the day if you just keep putting your head down and grinding. So I think the best thing to do is to always keep going. So like don't get discouraged when everything hits the fan. You got to cut the fan off and keep going. So that's how I feel with my mindset right now. Have some little things going on. I try to get a couple things going on. I came out to Orlando, messed with the Magic. They really ain't do too much with me. I didn't get to practice or anything and above. Got to meet the vice president and the GM. So that was exciting about that. But it just kept my head like I need to keep grinding. That's the best thing I could just say about for the next generation coming along or the following next year, the 2024 draft class. Just keep your head always in the right spot and always keep the right group of people. Because sometimes the group of people that you're around, they don't they don't have much going on, and they sometimes they gravitate to you just to bring you down. So you always got to have the right group of people around. Having that $1 million mindset isn't only to make money. It's also to get achievements in life for your best possibilities. Yeah. So
hey, so like, what about the business side of it? Like, what you realize like was the business side of like actually not playing on the high school level, not playing on the college level, but above that level, trying to get beyond that level of basketball on the highest level of basketball. Like, what is the business side of that level like?
Well, I think the business side of it is it's more of who you are. I feel that everybody can get somewhere, but it's harder to stay in. So that's the business part of it. So like once you get your foot in the door, you can do anything possible to what you want to make it an outcome out. But you know, like I was saying once again, say you get in a team or something on the business aspect and you get real tight with people, that kind of, it's like who when it comes to the business side. I feel like, so like just how I was saying with the group of people you hang around, it also goes in the business world. If you get to hanging around these executives and these GMs and these, multiple people that have, you know, say so in the NBA or in the professional world overseas, they might speak very highly of some people. It's a lot of people out there that, that try to do what we try to do. And like, you got the coaching side of it, I'm just the player of it,
Right.
That's how.
Nah, man. I was just like you're not the only one I was talking to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't actually get that invite to the combine. I was talking to somebody else yesterday, actually, and they was like, kind of, you know what I'm saying? I just told them, like, bro, now you got to take that workout from 2 times a day to 3 times a day. You got to take that weightlifting from 2 times a day to 3 times a day. You got to take that conditioning from 2 times a day to 3 times a day. You got to take that, you know what I'm saying, that healthy eating from 2 times a day to 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And figure out what you didn't do that the other 1% did to get to the combine. You know what I'm saying? So it's most definitely something you can't hang your hat on because it's like, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, basketball at the high school period is hard. And it's, like I said, 1% of people, like 1% of the nation actually gets to the combine. There's only like 80 spots or something like that in the combine. So just imagine about all the millions of people that's trying to actually get to the NBA combine, So they can't take everybody. Like, I feel like after that college level, if you don't get invited to the combine, it doesn't determine if you're a good player or bad player. Just at the time, you just wasn't the need of what teams were looking for, or you know what I'm saying? You just ain't had the need at the time. So now, you need to take what they give you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Take the pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? And most definitely work with it, you know what I'm saying? And most definitely, like, don't hang your head down, you know what I'm saying, about it, because, it's people out here, there's people out here right now, you know what I'm saying, that wish they even was in the predicament you were in, just to go work out with the Orlando Magic, you know what I'm saying, just go meet the GM, you know what I'm saying, meet the vice president, like, you know what I'm saying, that's huge, you know what I'm saying, that's just for yourself. Now, you know what I'm saying, what you have done, you have opened up the opportunity to where now they know you, you know what I'm saying, now they know your name, they know your face, they know what you can do, they know how you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying, on and off the floor. So now it's like, you never know if an opportunity may come. Somebody could get hurt or anything can happen. Somebody can get kicked off, suspended, and they'll be like, hey, we had this guy in. We know this guy. We know his character. We want to get, this guy named Al on our G League roster. You know what I'm saying? And you go to G League, you get an opportunity to play, and you take advantage of the opportunity. And now look what happened. You get a call up. And now look, live out your dream because you stayed focused. You stayed in it. You stayed dedicated. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't let that little bit of adversity just determine if you were a good player or bad player. And, I actually wanted to get on because I didn't know you started up a podcast, bro. That's right up my alley. Like, that's amazing to me. Like, I love, like, man, me, like, I love stuff like that because it's like, bro, it's powerful. And I think, man, athletes most definitely, basketball is it can be such of a toxic environment at times to where people sometimes get just to be. So I think for me as athlete, you need to find time to do something off the floor that you love, man. Right. And I knew you wanted to be like a podcast leader, you know what I'm saying? Just a public speaker. Like, man, you're a great public speaker. So I think you doing this is like your therapy time off the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I enjoy off the floor. I enjoy talking, helping people, motivating people, encouraging people. Like to me, I can be down and low, but you would never know because I'm gonna always give you 110% of me, 110% of my smile, because you never know how much your smile, your presence, your positive attitude can just make a difference on somebody else, man. So you know, I can tell, like, man, I can tell, like, man, like you're gonna be all right if you end up overseas. Go over there and kill. Go over there and stay even kill. Keep your mind locked. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, man, who's watching. You know, like I look at it like this: overseas is professional ball, so it's gonna be NBA agents, NBA scouts, hell, even NBA coaches. You know what I'm saying? Watching, paying attention. So you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So an opportunity, man, Al, and I know you're gonna take advantage of that opportunity. So I'm not even worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Not getting that invite because I know your head, like I know your mindset. I spent the whole year with you at Oakland City, so I know your mindset. You like, you know what I'm saying? I got something I didn't do well. I got to go back out here and work on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And man, I think, man, your gift, man, of what you doing, man, you finna impact the world. Like, bro, this is finna blow, bro. Like, I speak nothing but positivity, prosperity, growth, increase over your podcast. Like, this is finna take off, bro. This is really finna take off. Like, I watched the last week one. I think you did last week or
last week
before last. Yeah, I tuned in, bro. I watched the whole thing, bro. It was had a buddy from the what's the name of that school? Ohio State was on last week. I tuned in, bro. That was good time, but that was big time stuff, bro. So, bro, this is gonna take off, bro. Next level, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. So, man, you on here right now. I wanted to ask you, can you give me a little feed on what your team looking like this year, man? I know you just got done up at your university. I know you starting up the AAU season. What was the first live period like?
Man, it was pretty good, man. It was an experience, man. It was most definitely before I went to Voorhees with Coach Huff, man. Coach Huff, he most definitely took me out my comfort zone. He most definitely helped me expand my mind, expand my thinking, expand my train of thought. Cause, you know, sometimes as young people, man, we most definitely automatically put ourselves in a label, and we most definitely put ourselves in a box on what we think we can do, and we never really get out of our comfort zone unless somebody really pushes us to get out of it. And once we get outside the box, we start doing stuff outside the box. You know what I'm saying? We start thinking like, man, I didn't know I could do this. Man, I got the power, the ability to do this. So I think the new school I was at, that was amazing, bro. That was the opportunity to do that, man. And we went to the conference tournament. We played some top schools in the country. Went to the conference tournament. We lost in the semifinals game, but just going down to Kansas for those 5 or 7 days we were there, that was like it's like an experience. You know, we built connection, built brotherhood. You know, the coaching staff and the players was like one family. As far as my AAU team, man, we working. You know, I got a shot at AAU team. I had a couple of kids on there that's pretty good, man. I'm just trying to. Me personally, I'm trying to keep my head out of all that, all that negativity that's on the AAU scene, man. The AAU scene to run you crazy if you let it. I just try to keep my head away from that. You know what I mean? I try to keep my head on that. Keep it about the kids, keep it about growing, and keep it about the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is always to, change lives, impact lives, and just make a difference. So for me, that's just been the biggest thing, man.
So any spotlight players right now that's got some big news going on or anything at the moment?
Yeah, I got one. I got maybe 2 or 3 kids. I mean, all of them gonna get something, but
right.
I got 2 or 3 kids, man. That's I got great kids in the program, man. Just period. Spotlight all the kids, really. Truly, I'm blessed and fortunate to have I'm blessed and fortunate to have built a AAU program with good kids and good parents for the most part, to where I'm not in a toxic environment, So I got good kids, man, that just do the work. But I got 1 or 2 kids right now where their recruitment is picking up heavy from some high major D2s, some mid major D1s, man. So I ain't gonna put that information out, but I
definitely understand.
Kids, man, but that just come from them, buying in and embracing, like the truth, and not embrace, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like you got to make sure in this basketball world, you got the right people in your ear. You got the right people around you because people will spoil your head up with what they want you to know. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in life in general, not even in the basketball world. Like it's some people around here that tell you stuff for the good, and there's some people around here that tell you stuff, you know what I'm saying, that you make you think for the good, right. But they hate you, or they're trying to pull you back. So you got to be careful of what to know versus what to know. You know, and that's I actually got a clothing line I'm about to start soon. So I'm glad I'm on here. It's called What to Know versus What to Know. Like what to KNOW versus what to know. Like sometimes some people get confused on things they need to know versus things they need to know. Like you can't tell everything yes. Like you got to be comfortable with just telling some people no. You know, some people no, I can't do this today. Some people no, I can't hang out today. No, I can't watch this day. No, I can't do this today. Because that, you know what I'm saying, them 5 no's are leaving one big yes. You know, and for me, that's been the biggest thing for me. That's been the biggest, like, gratitude I really had to, like, tap into and really, like, okay, man, I can't spend my time doing this today. I gotta set boundaries. I gotta tell this person no because if I keep saying yes, I'm losing more than I gain. You know what I'm saying? So that's I think even on the basketball world, you know what I'm saying? Even on the basketball world, you know, like a lot of days time, you know, in this new basketball stuff, you know, like, you know, when you hold, I think the first thing is with these kids, man, kids got to be held accountable. And a lot of kids don't want to be held accountable because a lot of kids are used to yes. And when you get to college, you know, hands on, it won't be yes. Because the best 5 are going to play, or that best 8 is going to be who that coach plays. So if you're not out there producing and you're not out there doing that coach asks, you're going to be held accountable. So I think that's maybe been the biggest struggle with me because I don't sugarcoat it with nobody. Right. You know, especially not on the basketball sheet. Like I'm gonna hold you accountable. You know, because I feel like that's how you grow. And I think if you love somebody, you won't just tell them yes. You want to tell them yes, you did this right, or yes, that move was not right, or yes, that shot you did was right. Like sometimes you can hit a bad shot. And I'm not going to be the one to tell you, like, yo, that was a good shot because you made it. Because now you're practicing bad habits to where you can't take those shots on this level over 3 people. And think just because you hit it, the coach going to leave you out there. Especially if you got a good degree, you can make a good pass for a great pass. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be the main purpose of my new clothing line I'm working on. No versus no. Like, understanding what you need to know in life. Like the information you need to know, the people you need to know. Networking is important. You need to know the right people. I don't care what you're doing in life. You got to have the right people. Like you said, man, that was a huge point. You said you got to have the right people need to be around you. They're like it takes one person to know one person, and that one person that know one person, and you said for the rest of your life just because you know the right people. You know, so like for example, I may need something. And I may come to you, Al, and you may not have it, but that don't mean that you don't know somebody that do have it.
Correct.
You know, so that's a part of the direction God is sending me in with my life, was kind of helping people like me that's young, black, educated, trying to do this, trying to do that, helping them realize like I got the way I'm at just because I reached out to know the right people. I said no to the wrong people.
Right.
And like I said no to the people that weren't consistent. I said no to the people that made excuses. I said no to the people that had attitudes. I said no to the people that were in the streets. I said no because I knew that I needed to know the right thing. So man, it's crazy that you came me on and it's great that you got me on, man. But I ain't want to get on here and that's like preach or nothing like that.
No. That's what it's for, man. This is what it's for, man. You know, a lot of talking and getting the understanding of other people's feelings of how they feel about the basketball world. You know, it's a little bit of a gaming podcast, but I didn't have a host today. But you know, it's more about, you know, what's going on in the world of basketball. You know, it's just so much that goes into it, and I don't feel like a lot of young people understand that at this time. I feel that they think because, you know, nowadays they got the NIL money in high school now, so like they getting these millions of dollars, and at the high school level they going straight past college, or they going straight past the pros, and they not even thinking about it no more. You know, and I feel like just because they have a name, they think that there's somebody. You know, and that's just not the truth. Like, it's some great players over that played in the league. I got a good friend, Sam Decker. Like, he's in the BBL, but like, shoot, I mean, he was a multi-million contract type of guy, played for 7 NBA teams, you know, but he's over there. Right.
And I most definitely want to tell people something that might sound crazy, but as I got older and really dove into this basketball stuff or even life, I realized your name don't make you.
Correct.
Like, your name don't make you who you are. You still got to go out and do the work yourself.